Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of cartoons. I try and do this when I can, of course, or when I remember to. And it's basically what I listen to in my car. And I'm very tired because I really didn't get that much sleep last night, and I should have. I don't know. Had some. Came home from rehearsal the other night, so I'll be showing you what I listened there. It's getting to the stage now where next week the play is opening for 2 weeks. So we have 2 tech rehearsals on Monday and Tuesday, a dress rehearsal on Wednesday, and then we open on Thursday. So now we are running the play from beginning to end. Again, it's a production of 12 Angry Men, done as 12 Angry Jurors because it's a co-ed cast, it's a mixed cast. I kind of had to do some special things to the script, but I like the guy. I'm having a great time doing it, and I know when it's all over, I'm going to be sad because this is a good cast, and when you're in a show, you bond with the cast. But it's getting to the point now when we have to rerun an act as it gets close to 8:45, that the brain goes to mush, having to repeat everything. So it gets rather tiring, and you're forgetting your lines and having to start all over again, and you're just trying to keep yourself interested. So without further ado, I brought what I listened to on Tuesday night because we had an off night yesterday. It's a rainy day out here in the valley. It's been raining all week, which overcast days out here in the Valley of the Sun are an event. So I love them. And I don't want the sun to come out. So on Tuesday night, out to rehearsal, I played the original Broadway cast recording of Rent, still in musical theater mode, and it inspires me. It really does. I was a Rent head when it came out. When it came to Chicago, the touring company, or one of the 2 touring companies, came to Chicago in the fall of '97. I think it was the week of Thanksgiving of '97. I remember specifically going downtown Chicago the day after Thanksgiving, going to Coconut's Music, which used to be right across the street from Marshall Fields, going to the Broadway cast area to look for it, but they had a huge display because the show was in town, and I saw the show twice. I paid for mezzanine tickets. Me and a friend of mine, Shannon, shout out to you, and it was great. But then I found out about the lottery system that they used to have set up for Rent. If you camped out, the first 20 or 30 so many people got $20 tickets. So wintertime in Chicago in January, got my sleeping bags, got my layers. I went by myself, and of course I talked with other people that were online too, and I got to sit second row and see it a second time. And it was a pretty long production when it was in Chicago. It was the Angel touring cast, which changed, but they were there from November of '97 to April of '98, so it wasn't a month long stand. So they were there for quite a bit, and they were at Borders Books on Michigan Avenue, and I saw the show the week Anthony Rapp from the original Broadway cast came to join them, and I ended up getting all their autographs. There's Anthony Rapp's right there in the middle. Rent is dated a bit. I mean, the New York they talk about in there is it no longer exists due to gentrification, but it's still a good celebration of life. Yes, some people talk about their structural issues, but I think for my generation, that was the show that spoke to us, and that was a show that really got me to say, hey, I want to do this. I immediately signed up for acting classes at an independent theater in Chicago that had a training school, and I signed up for vocal performance classes so I can get the vocal stuff up for musical theater. I had a great teacher who even gave me some great audition pieces to do. I was doing scene study classes again, and I'm really getting in, and then auditions, and I finally got in a show. And glad to be doing it again. Coming Home. This is the original off-Broadway cast recording of Natasha and Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. It finally got to Broadway in, I think, in the fall of 2016, and it closed last year. You need to look up the controversy. There's so much I could say about it. This recording has Philippa Sue in it as Natasha. She was Eliza in the original Broadway cast of Hamilton. This show deserved better. And I have the Broadway cast with Josh Groban. It came to Broadway with Josh Groban as Pierre. This show deserved better. Ticket sales dropped when Josh Groban had left, so they did things to increase ticket sales, like get Ingrid Michaelson in, singer-songwriter Ingrid Michaelson. And then they got Oak, who was Hercules Mulligan and James Madison in Hamilton. Ticket sales went up a bit, but then they were cutting his run short because they were going to get Mandy Patinkin in, and that created a whole bunch of stuff. Need to look it up. The bottom line is the show deserved better, and Oak deserved better. All around, there were just mistakes that the producers had made, because this show was very innovative. The score is very innovative. So if you could check the original cast out or the Broadway cast with Josh Groban, you need to. This deserved better, and I hope they bring it back somehow. I hope they find a way to bring it back. This deserved better. Unfortunately, the Tonys didn't think so. As much as I love Dear Evan Hansen, and I love Dear Evan Hansen, this is very innovative, this show. The way it works and the way it's done. Now, today, I'm going over my time. Today, dropping off my son at preschool and a couple other errands. Got out of musical theater mode and played the 1983 Genesis album. This is the one that's got Mama, That's All, Illegal Alien, Taking It All Too Hard, Just a Job to Do, It's Gonna Get Better. Pretty much a lot of classic rock staples, classic rock radio staples are on this one. This is a really great album. Genesis, they're one of my obsessions, even though I don't include them in my top 10. They're my top 20, but every era of Genesis is an obsession for me. So those are the cartoons, and I will be back, of course, with more videos later on this week. Some edited, fancy, jump cutty videos, some things I have planned, and keep physical music alive. When you own a CD or a vinyl record, it is yours for life. Remember that. Till we meet again.